And now for part two of your interview with Todd Palin. He is, as you know, Governor Sarah Palin's husband, and he is known to most Alaskans as the first dude. We went to the beautiful city of Wasilla, Alaska, all the way to the edge of Lake Lucille and met Todd at his and Governor Palin's home. Todd went on the record for the first time since his wife was tapped to be Senator McCain's running mate. All right, so tell me the story, Todd, or first dude, or whatever. Tell me how this all unraveled, this story with the governor being tapped to be the nominee. I
was on the slope working night shift with my crew, and there was some information that certain people were trying to get from my wife because she was being considered. And so came off the slope on a Monday. On a Wednesday, Sarah flew down to, I'm not sure what location she went to.
But she called you up and said, I'm going alone. Is that how
it was? It was all up in the air, but I wanted to be home to help out with getting the paperwork and all the information that they needed. And so I got off the slope early, and then, you know, Wednesday she left.
For which destination? For Arizona?
I'm not sure exactly where she went initially, so.
But on a private plane, because we were tracking all, we were following planes, tracking numbers, everything. You're smiling.
So, I was tasked to have our kids ready in case she got the nod. And so I'm deciding, you know, and you can't tell anybody, you can't tell the kids where you're going, and at that time I didn't have any communication with Sarah. And so, what do I do, you know? I can't tell the kids at night, they'll be up all night on their phones, you know, well, I might go somewhere tomorrow. So this was Thursday morning, I wake them up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I said, okay, hey, we're going on a surprise trip to celebrate your mom and I's anniversary, 20th anniversary, so give me your cell phones. Well, why do you want my cell phone? Because I know you're going to call people, and you might call mom and ask what's going on. So I said, give me your cell phones. If there's any questions, whoever wants to ask questions is going to stay at grandma's house, so who's going? So they gave me all their cell phones. And so later that day, Sarah called me, or that morning, and Sarah called me, and then we were on a plane south.
And what did she say? What were do you remember the exact words when she said that she'd gotten picked?
Just, you know, what do you think? And I said, of course.
So the kids are now cell phone-less, incommunicado. Mm-hmm. How many are with you at this point?
3. 4.
And did anyone a little bit suspicious that something was going on?
Yeah, they you know, Willa was pretty suspicious.
Didn't she say, like, what kind of anniversary?
I said 4 or 5 times, I said, I don't want to hear any questions. Just sit back and don't ask any questions. If we go into something that's not familiar with you, don't ask any questions like a plane, or just be quiet.
And they took that from you, I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you the disciplinarian so that they would, I mean, so that you can hold them in line on stuff like that?
No, we both share that responsibility or duty, but I think when there's an opportunity to go on a surprise trip, they're not going to turn it down, and they'll say, I'm not going to ask any questions either.
So when did you leave Alaska with the 3?
It was a Thursday afternoon.
Headed for where directly? You went to Ohio?
We didn't know where we were going, but that's where we ended up.
Okay, you did. I mean, you were just told you're going to be picked up and you're going someplace.
Yeah.
And your kids didn't say, you know, Dad, at some point maybe you ought to tell us where we're going?
Oh, I kind of fended that off for a while, but you know, we popped in down at Ohio and ran into Sarah, and then, you know, everybody kind of knew why we were there then.
Well, so didn't your kids think it was odd that you're on a private plane?
Yeah.
They didn't think that was weird, like
you know, we kind of spilled the beans a little bit, but not all the details.
So and none of them
prior to sitting on that plane.
And so when did the kids first finally get the official word?
When we got to Ohio.
Not until then?
Yeah, the official word, yeah.
Because that's a long flight between here and Ohio where your kids are sitting there. Their cell phones have been taken away. They think they're going to some 20th anniversary party. Dad's acting a little weird at that point, don't you think?
Yeah. But I just made it a point that don't ask any questions, and, you know, just be ready for a surprise.
So what time did you land in Ohio about?
I think it was about 11 o'clock at night.
Now, there was some story about how the governor had arrived with 2 guys.
Yeah.
What's the story on that?
Well, I think we did a really good job on keeping the lid on everything, and that was just, you know, top secret. And then the next day, about 10 o'clock Ohio time, there was rumors from Alaska saying that there was a private jet and it went to Ohio. And people in Ohio were saying, well, yeah, there was a female and 2 young boys got off the flight. So she was already there when we got there, so that information was false, from what I understand. You know, I got off with 3 girls and our son.
And what time did you arrive? About Ohio time?
11 o'clock. I think it was 10:30. Yeah, yeah.
And none of us in the media spotted you. You got in undercover. I mean, there was nobody.
It was dark, yeah.
And so no one knew on our end, and no one knew up here in Alaska for sure.
Yeah.
And your wife managed to do the same thing. Basically elude us.
Yeah. She did good. They did good.
Good job, huh?
Yeah.
We're not going to let you get away with it again, believe me. It's like, this is your one-time pass, because we're so on to you guys now. You know, we're not even going to let you out of our sight, you realize.
Well, you want to make a bet on that?
Yeah.
You know, the Secret Service, they're pretty excited about this winter up here, and if I'm already signed up for the Iron Dog, and so they're looking forward to driving snow machines, and if the media is going to be out there chasing us around, and I just told the Secret Service that, you know, don't be afraid of trying to stay up with me, and I'll just get you trained up on a GPS, and you'll be okay.
That's scary. Now I have visions of me doing the Iron Dog, trying to keep up because we chase you guys so much.
No.
One of us has to learn to drive these things.
Oh, come on up. It's great up here this time of year, or you know, in the wintertime, and a lot of activity. Iditarod, you know, it's known throughout the world, and hopefully Iron Dog gets some attention.
And how's your arm?
It's good.
Healed?
It's healed.
So you're ready to go?
I'm ready.
And you're all trained up for this next, you're going to be trained up for February?
Yes.
It never occurred to me, but the Secret Service and the media are going to be chasing you, like crazy.
It's going to be fun. I mean, if we get that opportunity and move forward to our next phase of our lives.
Well, you know, we can always try to sit on the back of it, I guess, and just hang on and close our eyes, right?
No.
That's fun. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Coming up, more of your interview with the first dude. He takes you behind the scenes to when he first met Senator McCain. Most people don't know about this very quiet meeting that now is something for the history books. Plus, Todd tells you where the name First Dude came from and what we should call him if he becomes the first husband of a vice president. Much more is coming.